Welcome to Totally Naked Movie Reviews, where we review today's top movies, stripping them down to their bare essentials and exposing any faults they might have. Today we look at Logan. So, in case you haven't heard, supposedly this is the last film in which Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart will play Wolverine and Professor X, respectively. And if this is really the last X-Men film with the two of them, I think they went out on a good note. It was a decent film. Basic premise is it's in the future, 2029, where most of the mutants have died out, except for Professor X and Wolverine and Caliban, who was the one guy who kept referring to himself in the third person. Caliban doesn't like this, from X-Men Apocalypse, played by a different guy for some reason. Yeah, the three of them are hanging out in Mexico, and Wolverine's making money as a limo driver on the other side in Texas. But then a mysterious woman comes in to Wolverine's life asking for his help with this small little kid who's equally mysterious. And from there, they get involved in a plot that Professor X and Wolverine have to take this little girl across state lines while they're being pursued by these high-tech mercenary types with robot arms and whatnot. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is probably the last X-Men film with them, and I think both of them did a good job. Wolverine, we see him, he's a bit older in this, he's having problems seeing, his health factor isn't what it used to be, and I think Hugh Jackman played that out pretty well. Professor X, he's kind of like senile, and he's swearing, and he has to have help peeing, and yeah, I thought he did a good job too. Story-wise, it was pretty simple, like I said. They've got this mysterious girl, and they have to get her from point A to point B. They have all sorts of trouble that comes along the way. There's not some big plot by the villain to take over the world or destroy it. They just want to get that girl back and some other kids, but I'm not going to spoil too much for you. Like I said, I thought it was pretty decent. Action scenes were alright, you know. R-rated action scenes, so you get to see people get impaled and their heads chopped off. There's not really much else to say. Like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that it's the last film and we're going to see Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman in, I don't think this would be one of the better X-Men movies. But just that alone, the two of them going out, is what makes it worth going and seeing. So I spent $9 to see this, and with Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman's performances and a fair enough storyline with some good action scenes, I'm going to give it well, I'll be kinder. I'm going to give it $7 out of 9. The reason it didn't make the extra $2 is just it wasn't that good of a film. Like I said, it's just a decent film, and you get to say goodbye to Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart. And hopefully that'll mean other X-Men movies with other people. Particularly, maybe we'll see a Dazzler movie. We're still waiting on that, Fox. Dazzler. 10 X-Men movies, most of them with Hugh Jackman, but we've yet to see Dazzler. Get on it already.